You see me right there?
Yeah, with the hand.
Frazier right.
Have you seen Pasinetta?
That's me talking. Right there.
Yeah.
There I am.
Started, program ended. Cassandra never came through the door. I excused myself twice and went out and called her phone. Went straight to voicemail.
Making matters worse, after church, Beverly learns Pasinetta had failed to pick up her son Cameron from a friend's sleepover.
Have you heard from your mom? Well, what time was she supposed to pick you up?
I had this feeling in my gut that something wasn't right. I changed clothes. I called Sam Jr., my stepson. I said, Sam, would you come and take me over to Pasinetta's house?
When Beverly Frazier and her stepson arrive at Pasinetta's residence, they're immediately concerned.
The house was all dark. There wasn't light on.
Pasinetta!
I banged on the door. No answer. We went around to the back. We banged on the door. No answer.
Fearing the worst, Beverly dials 911.
I need a cruiser out here to my daughter's home. We can't get inside. We have not heard from her for over 24 hours, and I do suspect foul play.
Okay, what's your daughter's name?
Pasinetta Prince.
Just minutes after police arrive on the scene and force their way into the home, Beverly's worst fears are realized.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't have good news.
Officer Beth Abramson informs Beverly that her daughter is deceased.
I can't describe the feeling. I really can't describe the feeling. They restrained me, and then my husband got there, and everything was very chaotic. Then the next thing I knew, it was cruisers everywhere. It was very traumatic for me. Pasinetta and I were very close. My family was destroyed from it.
But as night falls and police cordon off the scene, little do they know that this case is about to expose a startling cast of characters, the likes of which the city of Omaha will never forget.
There were numerous people who were people of interest during the course of the investigation. It was important to see if those men had an alibi or an explanation.
Promising acting career, a good home, and a devoted man by her side. Boyfriend, Patrick Baldwin.
She did love Patrick. It really made her feel like he really cared about her, so she was happy with that.
But their heated love affair was cruelly snuffed out on a cold February evening when Pasinetta was found strangled to death inside her basement. While first responders attend to Pasinetta's grieving family, detectives and CSIs begin the daunting task of processing the scene.
She was laying face down in the basement. She had some visible injuries to her body, some cuts, some bruises. It appeared that she had been in some sort of scuffle. There was apparent blood stains on her shirt.
Clearly, this was a very violent and terrible struggle. And then, obviously, there are the marks on her neck from where she was strangled to death.
Not far from this grim scene, investigators find they're trying to narrow down the window of possibilities. Detectives turn to Pasinetta's family for help.
Miss Frazier.
Yes.
Can we talk?
Yes, sir.
According to family, Pasinetta went out with friends on Friday, February 24th.
She had gone to a rehearsal. Following that rehearsal, Pasinetta Prince went to a party with some friends at a local restaurant, and I think the party went on to another person's house, but eventually she went home.
And when I got off at my 4:30 shift, that was my first phone call. She answered her phone. We talked, called her back that Saturday night. Her phone went straight to voicemail.
Who has she been living with?
She lives with her son Cameron, and there was a boyfriend that had been living there, Patrick.
But Pasinetta's mother claims her daughter's storybook romance with Patrick Baldwin had recently hit a snag.
She had indicated to individuals that she was having problems with Patrick. She had also learned within weeks of the incident that he had lost his job. He had been pretending to go to a job, and the reality is he didn't have the job anymore. When she found that out, she became very, very angry about that.
She had indicated that she was going to give him an ultimatum to a date when he had moved out of the house.
And how did that go?
Police wonder if this could be the spark that ignited this attack. But according to Pasinetta's mother, even though Pasinetta and Patrick's relationship had unraveled as quickly as it had begun, their separation had been amicable.
She had called me and said that Patrick was moving his things out of her house. I asked her, how was he acting? She said, he's acting okay. He's being decent.
When we talked to individuals about the relationship, it appeared that both of them had got along with each other, that Patrick was a nice guy. It seemed like he did love Pasinetta Prince.
Still,